Namibia, a country of mystery and enchantment. This is a place of contrast and contradiction. It is harsh, but also hauntingly beautiful. Wild, but completely captivating. A space large enough to find yourself and free your soul. What is the call of the wild? Where does it come from?
Does it come from the trumpets of elephants, those wild, majestic creatures that continue to amaze humankind with their telepathic communication skills, their communal sensitivity, and tangible compassion? Does it echo in the roar of a lion, the majestic and ferocious beast that rules the animal kingdom and roams the plains of Etosha? Perhaps it is in the melancholic call of the guinea fowl in the early evening.
Be it bird or beast, the call of the wild in Namibia is a symphony of sounds that all sing praise to the open plains and infinite horizons that is their home.
A spectacular ensemble of feathers and hides, the wildlife of Namibia never ceases to surprise and amaze even the most experienced wildlife enthusiasts. With grace and grandeur, they live and move and play under the infinite skies, free to be free.
The lush waters of the Okavango and Kunene rivers on the northern border of the country stand in sharp contrast with the dryness of the desert. You will be stunned to realize that such different landscapes can exist so close together in the same country. Boat river expeditions is a relaxing way to enjoy the beautiful scenery on the river, and bird watchers can be sure to see some exquisite birds along the way.
On land, the entertainment is awe-inspiring. Prepare yourself for an encounter with a real-life elephant. The size and grace of this giant mammal will leave you spellbound. And yet, like the finely tuned instruments that create the merry melody in a symphony, the brightly colored little birds and quirky baboons and monkeys are equally indispensable for an ultimate wildlife experience.
While you can't help but be seduced by the hypnotizing power of the hippopotamus bathing lazily in the cool waters of the Okavango, or be thrilled by the sight of a crocodile,
what you will take home with you, what you will remember, is no single impression or experience. You will hear the choir of nature echo in your inner ear, and you will relive and remember every moment you experienced here.
Namibia is a country of diverse peoples from vastly different backgrounds and culture. Although the history of the country is complex, the current social landscape is one of peace, stability, and reconciliation. And like everywhere else in the world, the most unifying common interest, the link that connects all people in joyful exhilaration, is the game of soccer. this stadium, the soccer pitch is made of sand, not manicured football fields. Here, the game is not played in expensive gear for economic gain or fame, but for the sheer love of the game. As thousands of feet dribble and kick the soccer ball and carefree voices fill the air, differences and difficulties are forgotten, friendships are forged, and pure joy shared.
In the process, a new culture is formed, a culture that reaches beyond the borders of our imagination to become part of a universal camaraderie and a global spirit of team sports. Perhaps the leaders of the world should gather on a soccer field of sand, somewhere on the outskirts of Namibia, to experience the healing potential that lies in the simple, common goal of the game. Who are we?
How do we even know who we are? Are we the sum total of our ancestors, or are we the product of experiences?
Where do we find our identity? In the dances we dance, or the clothes we wear? Are we defined by the shade of our skins and the color of our eyes, or are we really rooted by the rhythms of our soul? The people of Namibia are as diverse as the landscape that beholds them.
In uniquely adapted ways, Namibians all over the country go about the tasks of gathering and preparing food. Fishing in the shallow Oshonas of the north, or pounding mahango, a traditional Namibian staple. Here, every season of life is celebrated with rituals of which music and dancing form the quintessential pivot. Visit the San, descendants of the first Namibian people. It may reawaken ancient memories hidden in the subconscious memory of our collective humanity. Experience a world where time doesn't rule. Observe the slow rhythm of life, how it happens in a hypnotized state of peaceful meditation. Try to imagine a life where food does not come from a store around the corner. Here, it is the art of the hunt that guarantees survival.
And as the moon rises over Bushmanland and the flames of the fire leap up to meet the sky, the San venture into a mysterious world. To the San, the trance dance connects life on Earth with the gods of another world. It is a prayer that tracks loved ones who have passed away and brings power and healing for the sick.
And so the rhythms of the dance echo across the country, every tribe in its own unique way, yet all in perfect Namibian harmony. While the rest search for answers online, many Namibians turn to the truths of tradition to find fulfillment in the rituals and the dances, and to draw energy from the African drum.
Try to make sense of who you really are. Then you will make sense of what you see. Where does the future meet the past? A personal march to freedom does not happen in isolation. In the end, we all have to answer to our ancestors.
The culture of Namibia is a combination of the different external influences that makes up the history of every country in Africa, combined with original traditions.
What stands out is the respect that Namibians share for this heritage, the effort they make to ensure that the holy fires continue to burn bright for future generations.
Some visitors find it difficult to understand this dual existence. It is this contradiction that will make your journey unforgettable. Remnants of the colonial past form a fascinating contrast with the life and energy of modern urban Africa.
Who are these people who inhabit this land that has so many different faces? They are Namibians, 21st century citizens who nevertheless live to the beat of the African drum. Namibia has often been referred to as the land God made in anger. The ultimate adventure beckons. Challenge yourself to go beyond the borders of your abilities. When you get to gaze over the vast plains, to what seems to be the end of the earth, try to imagine any place more divine.
Float in the wind. Experience a new freedom. Remember the spectacular beauty of the Namib Desert from the air. For the serious explorer, this is 4x4 country. Vast and endless landscapes shimmer in the sun, waiting to be discovered by every visitor as if for the first time.
Game and bird viewing expeditions are part and parcel of every Namibian safari. Be it on land or by boat, the atmosphere on board is always one of excitement and possibility. Who knows what you might find hiding in the grass, drinking at the waterholes, or relaxing in the river?
Just a scenic flight away from the bush awaits another world of outdoor experiences along the rich coast of the Atlantic. From seal searching to sailing to kite surfing, the opportunity for fun is endless. The Namib Desert is the biggest sandbox in the world where adrenaline junkies can be children.
Chase the wind through the dunes and discover the heart of the desert. But be careful, before you know, you'll be addicted. The memories of freedom, golden sunsets, and warm friendships will stay with you forever.
Namibia will never let you go. Every person who sets foot on Namibian territory will, in a way, be here forever.
You will become part of the landscape. Just like the ruins of abandoned towns are slowly eroded by the relentless winds and assimilated into the great enigma of the Namib. Like a mesmerizing mistress, this land will confuse your senses and seduce your soul. It will haunt you. It will keep you hostage, forever reminding you of its harsh beauty and the raw emotion it made you feel. The freedom, the excitement, the surrender. You will toss and turn at the memory of the restless seas that crash down on the deserted beaches and God-forsaken shores. Along with the ghosts of the skeleton coast, you will stay spellbound by the unspoilt beauty of this unforgiving end of the earth. You will dream of breathtaking rock formations, of the mystical shadows of mountains on the horizon, and the whisper of grass blowing in the wind. Wherever you are in the world, you will find yourself contemplating the contrasting landscapes that make up Namibia. Hear thunder rumbling in the distance, and remember the smell of the first rain pouring down on thirsty desert soil. Savor the contrasting visions of wildflowers, granite boulders, and endless fields of golden grass. Feel again the sun on your skin and the wind in your hair. Smell rain in the air and hear the thunder in your heart. Here, you are small. The horizon stretches into infinity, and your spirit is free. This is what you will remember.